Hey, what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We're coming at you with a super special episode 27, and we're recording on Monday, February 11th, 2019. I'm Doug, and joining me today we have Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And just a friendly PSA, please like, subscribe, download, and leave us feedback at SojuTalkPodcast@gmail.com and in the comments section of all the other places you are viewing us. But, man, big new releases this week. I mean, I didn't think we would be covering one of these songs till next week, but they dropped it early on us. So on February 10th, Sunday, Itzy debuted with their music video Dalla Dalla, even though the full album does not come out until February 12th, tomorrow on Tuesday. And then additionally today, Taemin came out with Want. I got a lot to say about that too, but all right, the elephant in the room. Let's talk about Dalla Dalla.
Dalla.
Okay, let's go around initial impressions of the song. Warren,
You first.
go.
I'll
Me?
be first?
I'll start. I'll be honest here. At first, I wasn't down for this song. I thought it was a hot mess at the first listen through. But now that I've listened to it for about a day, I kind of like it. I'll explain more, but Warren, what were your impressions of this?
I mean, lots of great potential.
That's never a good thing that you're leading with that.
Oh no.
Continue.
Lots of great potential. Didn't fully blossom.
Okay. And Anita, I'm. You had a more positive reaction to this, if I remember correctly.
I did. I mean, I listened to it, and at first I feel like the beginning of the song, I don't know, I tend to like the melody of music more, so I feel like the beat was too much, but then when it hit the chorus, I really liked it. I don't know, I really like the chorus.
So it's interesting because we're very mixed on our opinions on this, which is exactly what I would say international fans feel in general for this song. Now, before we did this episode, I looked at the news articles like from All K-pop. Is it Soompi? Is that how I pronounce it? I think that's how I pronounce that. And I looked at the YouTube comments and the Reddit comments for the song. It's generally lukewarm, I would say. Whereas people like the parts of the song, but overall they're like kind of in. That's what people feel.
I mean, it's true to their name, name of the song.
They have a lot of things going for them, but they also have a lot of things pulling them back at the moment. That's how I feel about it.
All right, let's get into it. These are my true feelings about this song. I think the chorus is great. I love the chorus. I think that's the best part of the whole song.
I agree.
Number two for me, Hwang Ye-ji and Shin Ryujin, definitely the 2 stars of the group. At least that's what they're going with right now.
Right.
And I'm more surprised that it leans even more heavily as to Hwang Ye-ji is the main kid, it seems to me.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing, bad thing? I don't know, because she's my favorite in the group right now.
Already?
Although I'm not a fan of the outfit they put her in. I thought that was a little strange, but I'll give it a pass for now. The white like crop top majig with the buns on her head, that thing. Interesting look. I don't know you'd go outside with that, but okay for a music video. I do think that the song is a little cluttered in that it feels like sometimes it was like 3 or 4 different songs going on at the same time.
That's a strong feeling I had too.
So the breakdown of the song, we have 2 like, I wouldn't call it pure rap section, but sort of rap sections, like what you get with Jennie from Blackpink at the beginning, right? They went back to back with that. And then we had a vocal section, and then we had the actual rap section, and then it went right into the chorus. There was like no pre-chorus to this song. They just kind of did it live. For me, I think, I don't know if I'm a traditionalist, but I like when my songs build into the choruses. That's just like, I like to know when the choruses come in and get lit for it. And I felt like this song had a type of chorus that I was ready to be hyped for it, but it just came too quickly, I would say.
Here's the thing, right? With the whole clutter and that thing. So most of the song, right? The chorus is in major. The first part of the back bridge is in major, and the rest of it's in minor chord. And like, it's been like, I feel like it's been a recent trend to kind of do this. EXID does this a lot.
Yep.
What is their last song? I forget, but
1 second.
they do this.
Look this up.
They do this every time.
Love you?
Like,
Something
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Was it? Wait,
That's true.
Love you.
I
But
believe
yeah,
so.
they always have that like minor like wang 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 wang, and like then like they have like the melody section that's like in major, and it's great. EXID does that really really well, and then I'm used to them doing that really really well, and then we get it. I'm like, all right, I personally I like the wang 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 part a lot better. I like that like techno sounds way more than the melody chorus part.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow, that's strange. You're on the minority opinion on that, because
I recognize that.
yeah, because most of the comments were like the verses were a little weird, but the chorus was lit. That was like the general theme of the comments I saw.
Here's the thing, I didn't like the verses either. I like the intro the most.
Okay.
You know, when it's like just the instrumental and then one of the girls goes Dalla Dalla, and then you know what I'm talking about, right?
Uh
Yeah.
huh. So
And
so
it just progressively goes downhill from there on for me personally.
so here's some other things that people said. Lots of English, maybe too much English. They said it was a little cringy because they did that twice thing where sometimes it sounds like they're cheering, but you don't know who's singing. You know what I'm talking about? Especially in like the dance breakdown. Like I don't know how to describe it. Y'all,
Okay.
where they
Oh,
where
yeah,
they
yeah,
where they
yeah.
have
Me now, yeah.
they have like an ambiguous, like, it's that thing that JYP sometimes does where they have like certain members saying something like they're chanting it or something, and it's not singing, but you don't know who's doing it, right? It's like a bunch of kids. And it sounds like almost like that's a background sound and not the actual singers to me.
JYP's been doing that since like Miss Say, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've been doing that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Additionally, people said, did we have to have a Kia ad in the middle of the song? like clearly this song is sponsored by Kia. Like there were so many Kia cars during the breakdown towards the end. It was like ridiculous.
Yo, at the end, like on the credits section, there was JYP and Kia in equal like
Yes.
sizes. And I was like,
Jesus.
yo.
It seems then they probably then Kia gave them the money to do this video, essentially.
Probably, yeah.
A good portion of it. But I thought the dance breakdown at the end when they all leaned back, that was cool. I like that kind of
That was
stuff.
so nice.
But I think for me, clearly tons of potential there. They have really talented kids. I do think for a couple of the kids, the stage presence isn't there yet. Like I'm not saying it's Lehigh bad, because like her first music video, if you ever watched Lehigh's first music video, it was a train wreck.
Oh no.
It's not that bad, but okay, I'll go with the specifics here. I'm getting to it, right? It seems like I'm gonna lead to it.
Just do it, yeah.
Y'all watch the music video and watch Leah in specifically. Now, very pretty girl. I don't know if that's the concept she's going with, where she's like the cold, like ice queen type thing, but she, like, for large portions of the song had no emotion going on.
Yeah.
And I sent Warren and Anita like there's a point in the music video for 10 seconds straight where she's on the screen. There's no emotion, period. And it's kind of like weird. It is like off-putting to me. It felt like she was a robot a little. Now I'm sure they'll get over that. They'll work on that. They'll fix that. But it was just a little different because a lot of the other kids were showing tons of emotion. And just to have one kid going a little stone face, it was like either y'all should all do tons of emotion or go with the stone face type of thing, right? I just felt it was very contrasting. But I think that Yeji and Ryujin are definitely the stars of this group. By far.
Okay. I kind of agree with that.
Mhm.
But that's here's where I see Itzy kind of fall short, right? I agree with everything you said, but personally, I feel like Itzy was going for the market space that Ariana Grande previously kind of had. Remember her songs like Bang Bang, the song she did with like Big Sean,
That's true.
where she's like, it's like badass, but at the same time it's kind of cute. It's like funky, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
That's I think the perfect market space JYP is good at getting, and there's a good demand for it right now, and there's no supply for it right now. And I thought they would go for that, but like I feel like they didn't quite capture that really well with this song, personally.
Yeah, I feel like the song has a lot of styles and they really needed to commit to one of them instead of trying to do like 3 or 4 of them at the same time. Because I think in parts, like the first part of the song where that techno-y beat, that could have been a whole song, that kind of theme.
Mhm.
The chorus is more of a traditional K-pop song. That could have been just a whole song itself.
Yeah.
I think the message of the song is great because it's Dalla Dalla, which in Korean means different, and their whole theme was like I'm different and it's cool to be different, which I think is great message.
Mhm.
The execution, here's a hot take, yo. I know there's one girl in this group whose name is Yuna, right? Are we
Yes.
sure that Pinky from Priston just didn't go to a new group because they look exactly the same? Because Priston's in a little trouble right now, and I think maybe Pinky just wanted to get some work done, right? Like she just wanted a job.
Mm.
But so some other food for thought, because we always want to think of K-pop songs in context. I'm gonna list out some other comparable groups and their debut songs, and then we can react to how this is, right? Red Velvet Happiness, Twice Uahage, Blackpink Boombaya, IZ*ONE Lavi and Rose, and even Cherry Bullet Q&A. How do we think this stacks up? How do we think that Dalla Dalla stacks up to these songs?
I think Red Velvet Happiness was a horrible failure, and I think
I agree.
This is on a similar level.
Really? No, I think this is better than Happiness.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Man, I like Happiness. God damn it. I do think
Happiness!
here's the thing. So they're going for out of those 5 groups. I put IZ*ONE and Cherry Bullet because they're same era, right? That's who their direct competition is right now. But if you compare this song to Blackpink Boombaya, because that's sort of the vibe they're trying to go for, Boombaya is clearly superior as a song. Like
I don't think that's quite the market audience they're going for. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I feel like Boombaya is like really, really like girl crush. Like I feel like this is not quite
you think
that.
it's somewhere in the middle?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's like
much
they're
more in the middle.
Like they're not gonna put Yeji in like a pink dress, but
no.
they're just not trying to do completely Blackpink either. Is that what you're saying here?
Yeah.
Let me give you like an American analogy here, right? American analogy. If earlier I compared Itzy to earlier Ariana Grande, Blackpink is more like Cardi B of K-pop.
I see you, fam. I see you.
Okay.
It's like I could be Audrey Hepburn, right?
Right.
But I could also be like Cardi B. That's what they're going for. You know what I mean? Somewhere in the middle of that.
Yes.
They ain't trying to be one or the other.
It's clearly what they're going for. They just didn't execute it really.
Yeah.
They kind of failed doing that.
Honestly,
in my
though,
opinion.
I didn't like this at the beginning. I'm kind of okay with this as their debut song because there's only room to go up now. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I think it's good also that they're getting like adversity out of the way now. Because like it's just gonna make them stronger because I'm sure JYP as a company is gonna listen to all the response and then they're gonna adjust from there, and they have a great track record, so I'm not worried at all, honestly. And in other news, go on.
Yeah, I was about to say this could have been a horrible failure.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider this a failure. I would say like good but not great.
Yeah.
In other news, this is the debut for a female group with the most views in the first 24 hours. This music video got 14 million views, first 24, and they beat the previous record from IZ*ONE, who only got 4.5 million, so they tripled that essentially.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, so the hype is real for Itzy. But I think still that they are probably have the highest ceiling of any of the new girl groups, clearly, right?
Yes.
It's just going to be a very interesting thing to see the tightrope that JYP is going to have to play with them in Twice going forward. Like, how do you balance having 2 groups? Because
Sorry, go on.
I know, because we know Twice is complete bubblegum, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, is it bad that Itzy's not completely girl crush, right? Because then you would be clearly 2 different paths, because they do overlap a little bit, I would say.
They do. Yeah.
They do.
Like, if you gave the chorus of Dalla Dalla to Twice, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. They could have done that.
Yeah.
But if you give the chorus of Boombaya to Twice, you'd be like, this makes no sense.
Right.
So there is overlap, so I'm very interested to see how JYP handles this going forward.
See, as a Twice fan, I'm really confused about what's going to be next, because this was what I thought JYP was going to do with Twice next.
Yeah, yep. Because we've been saying this for a couple months that Twice is ready for a pivot, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
No. You know what? Yeah, I don't think Twice is going to pivot anytime, because they were talking about this on Super Intern. Which
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, and Gio was on it. She was like, "Oh, what if they want to see a new concept?" That's like, yo. So does that mean JYP ain't got shit planned for you guys?
Yeah,
Like,
okay. So for some background
What?
information, y'all. So there's a show going on with JYP where he's hiring interns essentially, and they had a Q&A session with the talent. So Twice was there, and Gio kept asking like, "What kind of concepts do you think we should do going forward? Because I'm afraid that it might get stale what we're doing right now." And the fact that Itzy comes out with this is kind of interesting, right? Because this is overlap.
this is essentially the only direction Twice could have gone in, and Itzy debuts, right?
Yeah. So
I'm like,
maybe they transition Itzy to harder and harder stuff, and then let Twice do this kind of thing. That might be the plan.
Maybe.
I mean, is that marketing wise? Is that a great idea? Like,
No clue. But the one last thing. This is supposed to be the group that Somi was gonna be in, right?
Huh.
She would have fit this concept perfectly.
perfectly.
Perfectly. And I remember like I don't know how many months ago, maybe 3-4 months ago, there was a picture of with her and like trainees from JYP. It was literally the ITZY kids. I went back and looked.
Mm.
It was the same kids. So she was training to be in this group specifically.
Personally, I think my tinfoil hat is back on again. From what I said a couple weeks ago, I am confident that Tomi didn't like this kind of concept, and she wanted more like badass shit, and that's why she went to YG Black Label.
That might happen, but there is Somi news coming up later in the podcast, so stay
shit.
tuned. So
Oh.
that's a good pivot point. Yo, Taemin and wait, yo, I know we're not gonna talk about Taemin as much as Dalla Dalla and Itzy, but like we gotta give Taemin his props here, cause
He's just great.
is he not like he's a combination of Michael Jackson and Madonna in Korea? I'm gonna put that out there. Like the style he going with.
Well, I feel like wardrobe wise for this video in particular, like there was a lot of like head nods towards Michael Jackson.
It's amazing how artistic Taemin is, and also I'm gonna like how androgynous he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so like he does things in his music video with his dancing and the music style that like pretty much no one else can do right now.
Yeah.
He's at such an interesting. He's like one of the few male people in Korea who you call like that's an artist right there. That's not a singer.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
complete artist with the art direction they're going with. The dance moves are like normal. I can't like some music videos with guy dances. I won't look good doing the chorus, but I can do the moves. Taemin, I won't even attempt that because I'm gonna look ridiculous.
Yeah. I feel like I've known this for a while and it's been pretty obvious, but I think he's really found his sound and his style as a solo artist, and I'm just really glad it worked out because I know
Yep.
he wasn't really in that position with Shinee as a group member because he was just the main dancer, but I don't know, I'm really happy with how it has turned out.
I do feel like though, like this isn't too far off from the type of stuff I've heard from Shinee recently.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
completely different, but it still sounds like it's his. Like it's not just like a section of Shine.
He's in a lucky position too because like so there's people at SM like Amber, right? She wants to do her own direction stuff, but it doesn't sell well. Taemin's in a really lucky situation where he has creative freedom and it sells well. So
Yeah.
he still has the full backing of SM to do whatever he wants, which is a really great place for him to be at. How old is he? How long does he have before he has to go to the army? Oh, he has some time. He got like 3 years.
Isn't he going
He's
soon?
young.
Oh yeah, he's young. He's only 25. I really forget that because
He was 15 when he debuted.
Wait, what the fuck?
yeah, dude.
15?
This is his like 10th or 11th year as an idol.
Oh my god. Is that why they were singing 누난 너무 예뻐?
Yeah, dude.
Wait,
That makes
10th
sense.
anniversary was last year.
Yeah. So this is
2018.
his
Oh my
11th
God.
year as an artist. That's ridiculous. But honestly,
Christ Lord.
with all of Taemin's songs, it's interesting because I don't feel myself getting super hyped for the songs, but I like all the songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not a song that I'll just keep repeating over and over again because it's more like an art piece than an actual like K-pop song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like a song that you're gonna put on the playlist and listen to 15 times a day, right? It's not like a Twice song or something like that, like Yes or Yes. But but Taemin's an artist that you respect, and you still watch the music video from time to time because you're just amazed at the type of content he could put out. And also, that's how the public generally absorbs his types of songs. Like, he doesn't dominate the charts, but everyone recognizes how good they are. All of his stuff is.
Yeah. The dance moves.
Yeah. Now, Anita, how do you think this compares to Move, his other banger?
Mm, I'll be honest, I feel like Move was personally for me a little too slow. I like this one a little bit more because it's more I don't know, I think it's in, like I said, it's very much in the same realm of his sound. So it sounds like it's just complimentary, like it's logical that it will come next.
We'll have to see his live stages because you know how Move had that iconic chorus dance thing with the hips. We're gonna have to see if this one also has a similar type of phenomenon dance that accompanies it.
I hope so.
But overall, he's so consistent. You know you're gonna get good stuff. Like that's a lot of like the legacy of Shinee is just consistency, right?
Yes.
But all right, so let's move on to show winners this week. So the show and show champion didn't have broadcast because of Lunar New Year's, and additionally on Saturday the show champion didn't have a show. So we had three awards given out. 17 won 2 more for home, so they're up to 7.
Wow.
I mean I know the song's good, but like 7 is a lot of awards to win. It might have to do with there's not that much competition, but at the same time, props to 17. We can't ever. It's not their fault that there's no competition, right? The more controversial one was on Sunday, Inkigayo. There was no broadcast, but they gave out an award to Woody for Fire Up. Now, this is a little controversial because people are saying there's chart manipulation with this one.
Yep.
The reasoning there's chart manipulation is because there's no physical album sales of this song. There's no physical album to buy. This is purely a digital song, but he still won Inkigayo.
That kind of is confusing.
Little problematic, right? Now, there's not too much news on it yet. It's more just like the same realm that Sean was in earlier. I would say like 5-6 months ago. But it's really hard to prove chart manipulation these days. But congratulations to Woody for winning, because I personally like the song Fire Up, and it is still number 1 in Korea on the charts. So
just a couple things to keep in mind while we talk about Woody. Nilo and Sean were both in chart manipulation controversies earlier, and they all went from nowhere in the chart to first. And Nilo took 20 days to do that. Sean took 10 days to do that. Woody took 5 days to do that.
So are you making the assumption here that because these companies know they won't get caught, they're going harder with it?
I don't know. I'm just saying they're going. It's with compared to the people who has similar controversies in the fast. It's unexplainably fast. Like this is way faster than the EXID.
Yeah. Because like Woody was never like like everyone. I knew who he was, but I didn't think he would be like a chart topper, right?
Right.
So it's a little interesting. We'll keep tabs on this going forward, but let's move on to what we're currently listening to / retrospectives if you want to do it. All right, I've been listening to 17 Home some more. That's still a great song. The next one is Loco and Zion T with It's Been a While. That dropped last week. Not really K-pop, but a great song.
I haven't heard it yet. What's it like?
Chill.
It's nice.
It's the most Loco song ever. like if you imagine what a Loco Zion T collab is, that's what it is. Like there's nothing strange here.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what it's like.
And then my retrospective this week is I've been listening to a lot of Kara lately.
Why? Out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere.
Damn.
I just want to listen to some Kara. Maybe I think it's because I follow Jiyoung on Instagram. And she's been posting a lot lately, so I just want to listen to some Kara, and it was great.
What is Kang Ji-young up to nowadays?
She's like a full-blown, I wouldn't call her an A-tier
Japan?
actress, but she's like at least a B-tier actress in Japan where she gets constant work.
Damn.
Ooh.
I was watching like Japanese movies a while ago, and I was like, this girl looks familiar.
It was Jiyoung?
It was Ji-young. I was like,
Yeah, she
what?
appears in a lot of stuff.
Damn.
Was she a main or was she like a supporting?
She was supporting.
Yeah. But other things. So before we move on to Warren and these recommendations for this week, Idol Star Athletic Competition for Salal, which is Lunar New Year, happened. There's 2 parts. Pretty lit. Highlights for me: rhythmic gymnastics, of course. That's great every year. And then the other thing they added this year was, instead of doing like soccer, they did men's penalty kicks. That was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
But of course, my other favorite every year is archery.
That's the best.
That's the best. It was lit. And
That's
all
the
like
best.
Red Velvet competed with twice, like 1v1 in that. That was a highlight for me.
Oh shit.
Additionally, your boy Doug has been watching a lot of Korean movies lately. I watched 5 of them this weekend. two recommendations. There's a movie called Believer you should watch. Now, this is if you're into like gang drug thriller movies. Corruption. Oh my, it's like a mafia movie in Korea. It's beautifully shot. Really violent though, so watch out. But great movie. The other one is called Anarchist from Colony. There's no "the" in the title. It should be Anarchist from the Colony, but it's called Anarchist from Colony. It's based on a true story about a Korean revolutionist and his romance with his Japanese girlfriend in Japan during the Korean occupation, and it's beautifully done. So those are my recommendations. Warren, hit us with yours.
Alright, so this week I got 2 K-pop songs and then a couple of the random ones. So first of all, I went back, right? So this group is coming back in a couple weeks. I don't think the exact comeback date is set yet, but Luna is coming back soon, right? It's supposed to happen sometime this month or next month or something like that. And I was hyped for it. I was watching their teasers. The teasers are just so beautifully filmed, and I was like, all right, let's go back to Hi, and I was like, this is some good shit. I like this. This is what I like. Yes. High energy, cute shit. Yes, this is why
I promise with this comeback for Luna, I will pick a bias in this group during this comeback. Because I do not have one.
I mean, you don't need to pick a bias.
Yeah.
Really.
I need to pick a bias though. That's how I function.
You got some weird biology going on in your brain, but all right. So this is a little random, right? But a couple days ago, I somehow came upon Lullaby from GOT7, and I think we haven't covered it in the podcast because I don't really recall.
No, we did,
listening to the
fam.
song.
We
We
did.
did. Me and Anita were so hype about this song.
You're late.
The black and white music video, right? Oh,
You're late, Warren.
Sorry. I went back to it. It was September. I don't remember shit from September, I'll be honest. I went back to it and I was like, this is just fucking lit. This
isn't
fucking
that
house
that's
shit.
an amazing song?
So I've been listening to that a lot. It's a fucking great song. I was trying to check out the other songs on their album, and I was like, let's just go back to the title song.
All right, hit us with that not K-pop rap-ish. Hit us with
All
that.
right. So last week I mentioned a Star EP by Uneducated Kid. I'm gonna continue that because honestly, that's still top of my playlist. One song I gotta point out in specific is called "Make You Dance," featuring none other than Mr. J Park himself and Paul Blanco from The Hood. This is great. It's if you're the type of person who likes high energy J Park / AOMG Cha Cha Malone, that kind of songs, you will like this. You will definitely like.
Oh.
And Paul Blanco, my man, he has the voice of like. He has the best voice I've heard in a long time. It's like it's like Waka Flocka Flame, but like beautiful to listen to. It's great. You just gotta check it out. It's great. Yeah, so that's that. Apparently, J Park wrote his verse in like 30 minutes before he had to fly out somewhere, and I was like, "Yo, you wrote this shit in 30 minutes? Like, damn! Like, all right, that's good." There's a producer / rapper duo called XXX, also known as Triple X, and XXX, and they had a song called Ganjugok. Their English title for that song is also called Ganjugok, Ganjugok. And their music video dropped recently from the song. The album dropped like a couple months ago, and it's a phenomenal art piece. It's like true art here. I'm not talking about popular art. I'm not pop art. This is like art.
Art.
This ain't even hip hop. This is like, sure, it has rap in it near the end, but it's like you're listening to it and there's like an orchestra and like this the Baroque shit, and I'm like, yo,
Dang.
art. The music video
Mm.
just it screams art at you, and it's great. It's been nominated for a fuck ton of awards. It's great.
Mm.
So yeah, that's that. So these two are both Korean rap, right? And I follow like not a lot, but a couple Japanese bands, and my favorite by far is I know this ain't K-pop. I'm just gonna shout out real quick. There's a band called Polka Dot Stingray. Their second full-length album came out, Wuchoten. It's a great album. There's a lot of jazzy shit in there. All of a sudden, I'm fucking liking it. Go check that shit out if you have nothing to
Bro,
listen to
I'm
this
gonna
year.
listen to that just because the name is fantastic. Polka Dot Stingray? That is so lit.
My favorite song from them is called Telecaster Stripes. So they
What?
just yeah, you know, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm good. But if
Anita,
I had to choose one from this, please check out Uneducated Kid. The
oh
Kid
man,
was
again,
one.
2 weeks in a
I
row
will.
with the recommendation. But
I'll
Anita,
check this.
hit us with that first song on your list because that's interesting to me.
First one is Sting. Jackie와 오신과 명비 한요한. This one came out a while ago, and I liked it when I first listened to it, but I don't know. I think it didn't quite hit me until now when I just listened to the audio. I think maybe what was distracting me was the music video and the live that I saw.
You mean
But
Jackie White's amazing gestures?
maybe.
Punch.
But yeah, I really like the song. I don't know. I feel like I appreciate the chorus more. Yeah. First listen, I don't know. I like her voice. I like Jackie White's voice, but at first listen, I wasn't used to it. It felt too high pitch, but I appreciate it now. Second one is Ung Ung. Same thing. I feel like at the first listen, it was okay. I didn't love it, but then I saw a dance practice to this, and I don't know. I feel like pairing the song with the dance made me like it way more. So
Anita,
I know.
I completely
Yes.
feel you on that. I like that song now
Mhm.
too.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like the dance is so. It's like it's cute, but not necessarily like girly cute. I don't know. I liked it. I think it fits the song really well.
In terms of A-Pink, right? They're one of the
Mhm.
few groups who can do that kind of mature sound too, because they're older, right? So it's
Yeah.
very it's become
Mhm.
unique lately for them to be able to
Yes.
that kind of song. So go listen to that.
Mhm. Yeah. I recommend it, especially if you didn't like it the first time. Definitely see it with the dance. Third one. This one is pretty old, but I feel like the weather has been really cold and has been snowing a lot here
God,
in the
more
Midwest.
fucking
So
snow. Kill me, Jesus.
yes, pretty bad.
Again and again.
So I associate this song with summer because, well, the Korean title is Summer Vacation, but it's NCT 127 once again. Um, this one came out in the first album of NCT 127, I think 2 years ago, but
Damn.
I've been listening to it a lot, and um, I I started to listen to it because I didn't know that the radio show that NCT had because it ended, the NCT Night Night. They had this song as their opening track, and since the show ended, I feel like really melancholic listening to it. Yeah, I feel like I didn't get to listen to the radio show a lot, but I had heard some of the clips broadcast, and it was really interesting. I felt like there was a lot of really good band. So I'm a little sad, but I like the song. And last but not least is Day 6 with Chocolate. This song came out in the fall of last year, and I don't think it was promoted that much as a single, but it was an OST for a drama. I don't remember the title of the drama, but I listened to it a while ago and then just again. It's really also very like happy summer vibes. which I
Oh, wait.
definitely listen to a lot.
It's for the
Yes.
it's for the isn't this from the web drama where where teens try to like have romance?
Probably. I know it's teen high school
It's like something
something.
19. 하지 말라고 하면 더
Yeah,
하고
yeah, yeah,
싶고.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
About 19-year-olds. You know,
Mhm.
that's always funky, so go check that out.
Mhm.
That wasn't creepy at all, bro. So that you good, Anita?
Yes.
All right, yo, let's transition to the news and events from this week. I think the big news was Itzy and Dalla Dalla, right? So that's what we're gonna lead
Yes.
with for probably the title and all that. But there were some news, nothing super major though, but there's definitely news. So YG pretty much held a State of the Union address
Oh,
over the past
boy.
week.
All right,
So
here we go.
So a State of the Union address in the United States is pretty much the president, I think every year or maybe, I forgot how often it is, it's a year or twice a year, basically addresses the country, says this is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. YG pretty much did this in a series of posts this week. First thing, before he even got to the State of the Union, he dropped a major surprise that the two groups coming out of Treasure Box is actually going to be one group.
Fuck you.
So
Fuck you.
So so the two
God damn
groups,
it.
the
What
first
is
one
this?
is definitely going to be called Treasure. The second one, the 6-member one, is going to be called Magnum.
What?
Wait.
Yeah, so it's called Treasure and Magnum. And they're going to promote together and then also do separate things.
All
This
right.
sounds like
EXO.
something I've heard before.
I don't know. Is this sort of like NCT perhaps?
Yes. A little bit.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Isn't that kind of strange in general? I don't know.
I feel like I usually I don't know. It feels weird because I don't associate YG with this kind of like big
Yeah.
groups,
Yep.
but I don't know.
I guess they want that subdivision money, you know?
Yeah, so
I don't
we
like the name Magnum though.
we don't know
What
what
is this shit?
the main group's name is, but we do know that the subgroups are Treasure and Magnum. And then we also know what their fan club name is, Treasure Maker. That makes complete sense, obviously, based on the show. But we'll have to see what happens because now they're in direct competition with other big groups, like in terms of numbers, like NCT,
Yeah.
17 Stray Kids. They're going to be directly competing with them now instead of doing like their own thing. I don't know if it's the right
Oh,
decision, but we'll
boy.
have to see.
Here's the thing, right? They just made a boy group name called Magnum. When I hear the word Magnum, I immediately think of 3 different things. One, I think of the Magnum chocolate bar, the ice cream bar.
That's what I
Mhm.
think of.
Then I think of guns, cause Magnums.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think of
Oh.
condoms.
Yep, I was gonna
What
say
the
that
heck?
too.
2
No.
of the 3 things I do not want a boy group to be like associated with.
Yeah.
And then they're-
Yeah, so we'll have
Yeah.
to see. So now we're getting to the state of the address. First thing, he released a bunch of posts. The first one was about Blackpink. So Blackpink's new music release will be mid to late March. So it's gonna happen soon, guys. So get hype. Rose's
What
solo
happens about- Okay.
will happen shortly after this comeback, and his hope is that
Oh.
Blackpink makes 2 comebacks this year and also have the debuts of the solo releases for Rose, Lisa, and Jisoo in that order. So Rose, Lisa, then Jisoo. Also, it's weird because he keeps on collabing with the CEO of Universal Music, Lucian Grange, and also he keeps mentioning also Interscope Records. So it seems like those are the people he's collabing with for Blackpink's North American stuff. And those are
trying so hard.
2 humongous brands, Universal and Interscope. Those are like 2 of the biggest
Yeah.
guys. So the next State of the Union thing he did was he opened up about Winner and then iKon. So he said that BI had initially pitched the idea for a hip hop duo album with Bobby. So that seems to be happening, and they're going to release it mid-year.
Huh.
Oh no, he said mid-May, so that's not that far away. Additionally, Winner's full comeback is delayed because the members think that they need more time. He also says that Kang Seung-yoon and Song Min-ho will have solo albums this year.
Wait, again? For
Yes,
Mina?
yes, Mina's gonna have another solo album this year too.
Wow.
And then, so fans really want to hear about the 3 females at YG: CL, Lee Hai, and Suyeon from Acton Musician. Right? Those are the 3 we're waiting for info
Yes.
on. He says that he assured fans, even though they were pissed off, that he will be providing updates later with Just Kiss, Eunjiwon, Sia, Lee Hai, and Suyeon from Akdong. So we'll just have to wait.
Chickies.
My feeling is he's going to release them sometime this week, so we'll cover them next week. But I mean, he has to address the elephant of the room of those three girls at his company, because that's what fans were mostly pissed about, that he keeps on putting that off.
Here's the thing, right? He already went back on his word about Blackpink. The members are all supposed to come back before a full group come back, right? He just changed his word on that.
I think so, yeah. But
YG
I'm happier though.
changes
I'm
his
happier
word on a
though.
lot of things.
I rather have the group than the solos.
Same.
I'm just saying that my credibility with Mr. Yang is like piss poor over here. Right?
I'm just
Mhm.
happy because the earlier the group comes back, the more likely they'll get 2 releases this year.
That's true.
Okay, so next one, big JYP news. Okay, he announced what is being called as NIZI project for his. That's what they're calling the new Japanese girl group he's gonna assemble. So on February 7th, he held a press conference to announce the NIZI project. And he says the agency will be teaming up with Sony Music.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's official.
Yeesh.
For the creation of this new girl group. So applications will open up in May 2019. Auditions will take place in July and August in 8 Japanese cities: Sapporo, Sendai, Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, Hiroshima, Fukuoka, and Okinawa, and in 2 cities in the United States, Los Angeles and Honolulu.
Wow.
So he's looking for Japanese girls and most likely Japanese American girls for this, because Hawaii and Los Angeles have a ton of that.
Right.
So then he's going to pick 20 trainees out of those cities, right? For a 6-month trainee period. Their audition and training process will be aired in a reality show that's happening in October.
October of this year?
Of this year.
What?
What?
And the final members will be confirmed through this reality show. And the So the crazy thing is they're going to have this audition and trainee process, right? But they're not going to pick the members till April 2020.
That's so long.
So it seems like the reality show won't be like 16 the Twice show, but will be more like a Superstar K audition show.
Oh.
That makes sense.
So
Yeah.
it's not forming the group, it's getting the trainees is going to be the reality
I
show.
see. Yeah.
So they're going to announce the members next year in April, and then they want to debut by the end of 2020. So JYP be making some moves here.
A lot of moves.
Kind of gets me hype. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, we are going to cover this reality show. Even though it's Japanese, and I don't speak any
That's
Japanese, we
fine.
are going to cover
This
this.
is why I'm learning Japanese, guys.
We're gonna cover this with even if the subs aren't out, we're gonna cover it raw. We doing it live.
Yo, low key. All right, for the listeners at home, I've been taking Japanese for the past 6 months. This is why I'm doing it. I figured out the purpose. Finally, I'm doing it. Actually, I'm gonna be in Japan for May 2019. I should audition, right? Like,
It's a girl group, fam.
fuck it. I'm gonna go to Osaka and audition. Be like, hey,
Live
what's up?
coverage.
But all right, so the next segment I'd like to call that Western exposure, though. So the first thing, BTS attended the Grammy Awards, as I'm sure all of you know, right? Additionally, Crush was invited to the Grammys. That's a little more interesting.
Yay.
And then Blackpink
Yes.
performed at Universal Music's Grammy Artist Showcase, which happens before the Grammys, and is pretty much a place where they show rising talent. And that's that connection again with Universal Music and Blackpink. So it seems like that's the route YG's going. Additionally, Blackpink is going to perform on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
What?
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 Today, it's happening in like an hour,
What
I
the-
think. Yeah. So that's happening. So they're in New York right now.
Weird.
And additionally, tomorrow
God.
morning, they're going to perform on Good Morning America, which is the largest morning show in the United States.
Dang.
Yeah,
they're-
okay.
Wow.
So it's crazy that they're going this hard without a new English song.
They're pushing it, yeah.
That's the shocking thing to me, because I get if they're going to do this Western expansion with a song in English, but they're going with their set songs. Maybe they'll release an English version. We'll have to see.
Yo, if I was CL, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the first time a K-pop group is performing on the Late Show since Sonyeo did it back when what's his name,
Oh my
David
God.
Letterman was hosting the show.
Oh my
The
god.
boys.
Yeah. So
Weren't they also
boys.
on Good Morning America?
I think so, if I remember. This was a long time ago though.
This is a long time
Yeah.
ago. I remember like my mom and I were like, really excited about this shit. And that was like one of the few times you ever like turned on the TV to watch American TV because we were like, Girl Generation's gonna be on American TV.
Oh, bro, I
check
think
it out."
my family, we taped when they were on Letterman.
Oh my god. Y'all
Yeah.
taped that shit.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I taped when Wonder Girls had that Nickelodeon movie that was trash.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god. I
But-
forgot that happened.
that happened.
Next segment. So if we have Itzy news, we gotta have Somi news. They're good. I think their legacies are gonna be linked going forward, just cause. So Jun Somi is reportedly making her solo debut in the second quarter of 2019. So according to reports, she will most likely debut as a solo artist in between April and June. And of course, as we know, she left JYP Entertainment following IOI promotions and transferred to YG Entertainment sub-label, the Black Label. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm hoping the best for her because she's
Yeah.
great kid, super talented. Kind of a shame she's not in Itzy, but I'm sure that JYP wanted her to be in it, and she had some say as to why she's not in it.
I'm just saying, I'm assuming she wants some shit like the recent Ariana Grande shit, you know? like 7 Rings and like...
Yo, Seven Rings, good song. But lastly,
like
for the major
my
news,
hair?
we
My-
got
I got it.
we have
Got it.
TXT debut news. So Mnet announced TXT's exclusive debut celebration show coming this March. So they will be debuting on their own show on Mnet. So
Wow.
their debut showcase is going to be handled like a 101 or Eyes One debut showcase. It's going to be on Mnet.
Dang.
Yeah. So previously, Big Hit teamed up with Mnet to hold a series of comeback shows in sync with BTS's 2018 comebacks, and I think they formed a good relationship. So lucky for TXT that they're going to be debuting on one of the biggest K-pop networks.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be an episode in itself, essentially. TXT.
That's gonna be wild.
So I got 2 quick takes to end our news segment. So Mamamoo Hwasa to make a solo debut on February 13th. She's honestly the most popular member of the group right now, so this is perfect timing for her.
Coming. Yeah.
And then second, more sad news that Nine Muses is going to officially disband following their next fan meeting. So it was announced today that they will be releasing a digital single called Remember, which is their goodbye song. And on the 24th, they'll have their last fan meeting and they will end all promotions.
So sad.
They're one of those groups that should have been bigger because they had popular kids like Kyungri.
Yeah.
The music was pretty good. Like Hurt Locker's a great song.
Dolls.
Dolls is a good one.
That's a great song.
But it seems like the company made a mistake by trying to compare them to Sonyeo. I think that was the wrong move to do.
Yeah, it just ruined them in the very beginning. They never...
Yeah, I don't think they fully recovered from that in general.
No.
But best of luck to the individual members. I think at this point, I don't think there's even 9 of them left.
No, there's not.
No, besides the very beginning, I don't think they've ever had 9.
Just a bit of a sad situation overall. But yeah, that's the end of the news segment. Upcoming releases for this week. So as we just mentioned, Hwasa is going to debut on Wednesday, February 13th. And also Dreamcatcher. Yo,
Ooh.
I'm so worried that they're going to do the same type of song. I really hope they pivot a little.
Where would they go though?
I don't know where they're going to go. But I think... I don't know where they could go with this. And then finally, next Monday, Monsta X is coming back.
Yes.
After the success of Shootout, we'll see if they could go again. Because now that 101's not here, there's a spot that needs to be filled. And they're one of the candidates for it. Additionally, all right, so here's your Wiz One news for the week. So IZ*ONE becomes the K-pop girl group with the best first-day single sales in Japan. They sold 192,000 copies, which broke the record that Twice had with 130,000 copies on the first day. So please stream Tsukito Iwasatai. That's how it is pronounced, I think. It's a good song. Also, they have 2 other music videos, so we got 3 of them. Please check them out. And also, I got albums. I ordered the third version. I have 2 of them came already. And I got Yujin and Eunbi photo cards. So kind of meh for me personally. Because I'm a Sampang fan, which means I'm a Chaewon fan and a Hitomi fan.
Is that a thing people say? Sampang?
Yes, that's their ship.
Oh my god. You know, they're gonna be featured on the next AKB single.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Wait,
they're-
all
one
of
their-
IZ*ONE as a whole?
No. Only a couple of them. Because
Oh, okay.
last year, they, for FNS Awards or something,
Mhm.
a couple of IZ*ONE members collabed with members from AKB.
Yes, that's true. They had like a
46.
it was like a whole Akimoto family
Yeah.
collab stage.
Mm.
Yeah, and that song is gonna be one of the songs on the next single, and members of IZ*ONE, namely Eunbi, Sakura, Hitomi, Nako, Jangwon-young,
Yep.
and Joyuri is apparently gonna be on that.
Yep, those
so
are the 6.
Mm.
That's the first time you have this many Koreans on that shit, so it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but like, man, I gotta listen to Itzy Dalla Dalla a couple more times. My opinion will probably change completely by next week, and I'll be like, this is the greatest song ever. But we'll have to see. But this has been SojuTalk.
Dollar.
So this has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We'd like to thank you all for listening, and I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me as always. So please like, subscribe, download us, leave us feedback at SojuTalkPodcast@gmail.com. We got an email about an hour before the show. We'll address it next week.
Thank you.
Thank you for sending us emails, leaving
you
us
so
comments
much.
everywhere. And also, someone recognized me in the IZ*ONE subreddit. That was strange, but also really cool. But we.
Yo, we're becoming famous. We're gonna be celebrities.
All right, bye guys. Bye.
Bye.